Hey guys, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How are my beloveds doing today? All right, let's get started on today's reading and see what beautiful messages we may have. Wow, nice. Whoa, okay, look at this. Look at this reading, guys. Things just are getting better and better for my aquas. All right, give me a quick second here because this is really something unexpected, very special, and very big, guys. All right, so what I'm getting here is these cards are highlighting sudden wealth, guys, sudden wealth. The cards highlight unexpected income or a gift coming through your house or communities. Be open. This is unconventional financial news, okay? This door of abundance isn't just opening, guys. It's being blown off the hinges. All right, let's see if we can get more. This is going to be, it's going to come in when you're least expecting it. It's going to blow your doors off. It's going to be a justice. It's going to be a new financial beginning, bringing in all this wealth and abundance. You are in for the ride of your life. This whole scenario has been hidden from you up until now. Okay, let's continue. An opportunity. There's movement now. There's movement. Those of you who have been going through it, feeling conflicted in life, feeling abandoned or burdened, going through it, okay? I'm seeing a 180 here for you guys. I'm seeing extensive wealth, happiness, and opportunities, okay? So you're going from, there's movement with this, all right? So you're going from feeling left out in the cold. Here is the card of movement, the Chariot, okay? So feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned, feeling broken, okay? Going through daily conflict, right? And here's your quick turnaround. I'm seeing this 10 of Pentacles is everything coming in at once. I've been telling you guys for months that that's how this is going to happen. Have I not? Guys, if you've been with me for the last year or two, comment below the video and let the rest know that I've been talking about this because it's getting ready to happen, okay? This is going to be a world opportunity. So I feel like this is definitely for my aquas, but it also has a global feel to it, okay? So that would be amazing. This isn't something we'd want to keep to ourselves. We would want to share that and let everyone feel the freedom of having wealth, of not having to get up and go to work in the morning, okay? There's talk about these robots, and for a lot of you, you might be feeling scared, okay? I'm not scared. I feel like because we don't really have control over it anyway, but there's so many beautiful things that have already happened and are happening as we speak, all right, that I'm psyched for it. So these robots are going to do everything and anything a human can. So it's going to be cooking your meals while if you even want to work, while you're at work or while you're not at home. It's going to do laundry. It's going to babysit your parents, your children, if you allow it, okay? I'm sure some of you are going to want to wait a couple years to make sure things don't go haywire first and see how this works out. But guys, this is going to eliminate the need for us to work. These robots are going to take all of our meaningless jobs where we wanted to stick a pencil in our eye because they were just so mundane and boring. And they are going to use these robots to manufacture and do all the grunt work that we used to do. These companies will now have a tax. They'll have a tax on them because now they don't have to, their bottom line is going to be much bigger because they don't have to pay anybody, right? It's a one-time fee for the robot, and then they're not paying for the work that's being done. So that is going to be a direct savings that is going to come back into our pockets because they will be taxed, and that tax is going to come to we the people. That is going to be Nasara Jasara, what everyone's talking about. Okay, on the internet, the very thing that has confused a lot of you and made you disbelieve that it exists, right? That it's going to exist. It's absolutely coming into play. And many of the things that are included in that law, and I think there's 22 parts to it, there's half of it, at least half of it is in play right now, or a done deal. All right, let's get back to the reading. I just thought that would maybe give you guys a glimmer of hope. All right, you still need to work. You still need to pay your bills and do what you're doing and go full force until it comes into play. All right, but today's reading lets us know that we're not that far off. It's on its way. It's in the pipeline. All right, Nine of Pentacles. This is you looking abundant and wealthy. No more will you be putting up with, well, maybe for a little while longer. All right, there still might be some stuckness going on. The difference is going to be, guys, is that you're working toward something unbelievable right now. And once it comes into play, you're going to forget about all of this. Even though you've been, slaving for years, it's going to be so good that the past won't matter anymore. All right, I'm seeing some sadness today for a masculine. It looks like you are needing to possibly make a decision that you've been sitting on the fence about. This decision has been keeping you stuck, all right? And I do see that even though you're a little hesitant to make this decision, until you make it, the stuckness is going to continue along with the sadness, okay? Spirit is telling you to get yourself in a state of gratefulness. Just wake up in the morning and tell yourself what you're grateful for. Little things, guys. And this is going to change your frequency. It's going to change things up for you. And I am seeing it will make things more positive. Things will just start to come in. Unexpected things. Because things are going to change once you do that. You're going to see it. You're going to see this beautiful change coming in. All right. Here I'm seeing some kind of... all right. So this is some kind of manifestation to bring in balance. A lot of you are trying to manifest things in for your life right now. All right. And it looks like a lot of it has to do with your finances. Okay. So yeah, I think most of us are going through this, right? I see the workplace and I see a manifestation within the workplace. So you guys are able to manifest some things in. You might be able to manifest yourselves in that raise you've been wanting. Okay, so let's continue. I'm seeing a queen here. I'm seeing a feminine. Okay, so there is a partner here, or a partnership of some sort. This partnership is not going in the right direction. All right, I feel like the person you're with, this is interesting, gave you the vibes when you met them that they were all about spirit, all about doing things the right way, having integrity, doing the right thing by you, okay? And I'm seeing that this person isn't who they said they were, all right? So far from it, okay? This card here depicts a devil, and this is very toxic. So you're starting to see things in this person you never saw before. All right, very toxic things. Some of them are just mind-blowing to you. You can't even wrap your head around the whys and the hows this person, how they're operating. Okay, but you're seeing it now very clearly, and you are in a place where you need to get out. You need to get out, all right? I am seeing someone else waiting in the wings. This person has seen this before you did, all right? This person has been able to get insight on this person before you did. Maybe even told you some things that you didn't believe, okay? But this is all becoming crystal clear to you now. I do see an ending coming, okay? You're looking at Some of you have children with this person. All right. I'm seeing happiness. I'm seeing a commitment with this person. So this person put on a show for a while, it seems, which makes it even crazier, right? Makes it seem like they're doing something off, that is changing their personality. But you do know one thing: you are going to become free of this person. You don't know exactly what changed so drastically over, because it took a long. It seems like it took a long time, right, for this person to show their true colors. Not like the norm. Normally, you start to see things after a few months. And the saying goes that we really don't know people until we live with them, right? That's when you really get to know somebody. But all right, well, let's continue. I'm seeing somebody feeling very ignored by their lover. You want love in your life. You're not feeling happy with this person. You're not feeling fulfilled, I should say. And you're giving this a lot of thought right now as to what to do, what direction to go in. Guys, if you're needing a reading, I offer, well, I have different services. You can click on the description and hit the I forgot the name of the button now. I can't think of it. The more button, okay? And you'll see my services in there, but you can, if you want, just get a $20 reading and ask me 3 questions. 3 questions with that reading. If you're in a scenario like this, okay? Feeling ignored by your lover, and some of you really don't know what to do because you don't know what's going on. So you don't want to make a rash decision, and you don't want to rush things. Maybe things are about to turn around and get better. You really don't know where you sit in all of this. So I do see you're looking for balance, okay? You want your life to be peaceful and positive, and you're so tired of struggling, guys. If we didn't have to struggle so much through our lives, financially, and just have everything just seems so hard, right, to get through. It was, and I say was because I'm already, and that was a slip, but it makes sense to me because I'm either in the 5th dimension or I've already stepped in, because I am noticing things, guys. I'm noticing people that of lately who I'm close to. I'm starting to feel like I need to separate myself from them, even though it's heartbreaking. I never thought that this would happen, but it's like every few months, you become more elevated. You see things more clearly. Things become more clear to you and evident, and you can't deny them. You can no longer ignore them. And you just cannot resonate with certain people. And I'm sure all of you are feeling this, right? Certain people in your lives you just aren't resonating with anymore, and you just can't do them anymore. You can't listen to them talk. The things they're talking about are just so different than, where you're at mentally. There's all different reasons, but yeah. Anyway, back to the reading. I'm seeing a lot of happiness with this Sun card here. I'm seeing that you, Aquarius, are already in this period of time where you're starting to see the hope. You're starting to see the changes coming in. And we've been talking this week about some really, talk about contrast, right? Things that are coming in that are really different than what we're used to, right? So what I was saying about the toughness, the roughness of life, how beautiful are we going to feel when, these things come in, these robots and other things like them there's over 6,000 patents of things coming into us, guys, that were withheld from us. They're gonna make them seem like they're just being, people are just coming up with these ideas now. But I don't know why they're doing it like that, because I know for a fact that many of these things have just been suppressed from us. All right, maybe they just feel like people aren't ready for that. It's going to be easier for them to digest that they're just coming out, because people are going to be so pissed off at a whole lot of other things coming out that they don't want to just make everybody's brain explode. But anyway, here I'm seeing the strength in the middle. This is so positive for you guys, okay? This is your strength, Aquarius, in the middle of looking toward your happiness and a broken heart. This is in the center. On the opposite end of the broken heart, I'm seeing a new start for you. These cards are connected in my readings, as I always mention. This new start is connected to the sun, just this magnificent happiness coming your way that you will be completely focused on. No longer have to worry about getting up for work in the morning, guys. What's that going to feel like? Knowing you're secure, you have money coming in your bank account, probably on a monthly basis. All right, I'm seeing a masculine here in this layout. You're ignoring somebody very important to you. All right, it's like you just kind of gave up on this relationship with this queen over here, and you're putting money before her. Yes, money's important, okay? But can you not find some kind of balance? Because it's like you took a break from her. It's like she's not even able to, she feels anyway, like she's not spending time with you. There's no quality time. Even if you have a little time together, it's not quality time. These are her thoughts, okay? She is not getting her needs met. And even though you're telling yourself you have to do it this way for survival purposes right now, you know, in the end, if she's not in the picture anymore, this is what you need to look at. How would you feel? How are you going to feel? All right. I'm seeing celebration here, guys, around a period of time that was so confusing, right? And now what I'm seeing is you using your intuition on things. You're seeing things on a new level. You're seeing things deeper, like you go below the surface now like never before with scenarios, other people's situations. This is why you come to the conclusions you come to. You see things that others don't see. You feel things that others don't feel. Because you're an empath, you're going underneath layers, okay? So you can detect when someone is feeling unhappy or thinking, you know, about a problem they might have, or just feeling, you know, confused or disoriented about something going on in their life. And let me tell you something, you are like a magnet. This person will find you and just start, you know, regurgitating their problem or whatever it is to you, because it's a knowing. They just know that you are the empath, you are the strength, you are the pillar, the lighthouse, the bridge, and that they can trust in you. And you somehow will find something, even if it's one sentence or 2 words. They're hoping and thinking that in this conversation with you, you're going to say 1 or 2 words that is going to change everything for them. Do you see how powerful you are and meaningful you are? Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me lay out these cards here because I'm seeing a tower moment. All right. Someone's getting ready to explode. Someone wants to just, not in a nice way. Someone has been holding back, holding things in for maybe years. And this is not good, guys. All right. I'm seeing that you've been, this has reached a crescendo. You're in the midst of this tower moment and feeling extremely upset with someone who needs to hear what you have to say. A little advice here, okay? Depending on who this person is, if you're very close to this person, go out to a restaurant and tell them how you're feeling there. You're less likely to explode, get into an argument. They're less likely to react in a bad way. All right, if it's not someone you're very close to, I fear that, you know, this tower moment is just going to get blown out of proportion. You're going to say things that you're going to wish you hadn't, all right? Because right now you're filled with anger and judgment, and you are going to tell this person exactly how you feel and how you have felt for a long time now. but you've kept it inside and it's all pent up. You've built this great big wall. Okay, so you want to try to do this in a healthy manner, guys. Okay, and also, this is a good time to tell you, if this is you and this is how you do life and you don't express yourself and you hold back on how you're feeling about things, you're a stuffer. You're stuffing emotions down deep inside you. This can build in your body as a toxin and come out as a disease, as a cancer, as something very serious, and you do not want to do that. Okay, and I'm not saying that that's where all disease comes from. I'm just saying that you can be building up toxins in your body by doing this. All right. Somebody is going to realize something, that this person means a lot more to them than they originally thought. All right, this person that I'm talking about, it looks like you're going to have a new beginning with this person. I feel like this is someone, seeing the new start, and I'm seeing you just getting closer. This is more than one person. This involves two other people. All right, you're going to create, manifest something between you and these two other people that just wasn't there before. Okay, and it's going to be based on a new beautiful relationship. All right, so you might have had a falling out or just misunderstandings. You might be going through changes right now. You might be changing your perceptions on how you have been as a human being toward them or as a person, and you might have had the revelation that you want to change this up now. Maybe you're seeing an imperfection in yourself. Guys, this is the most amazing thing about you. When you can admit to yourself that you've been wrong. I love telling people that I was wrong about a situation. I mean, it's just so freeing that I could be myself, and it just shows me that I have come into my authentic self, that my ego isn't there anymore. Okay, so when you can say to somebody, I was wrong, or I want to apologize, I don't know what the hell got into me, I'm different now, I've changed the way I see things and look at things. When you can admit this to people, your ego is totally out of the picture. And when your ego's out of the picture, you're 5D. All right, you're just about there, or you're there. All right, guys, I'm going to end on this note. If you're still with me, please do me a favor. If you're enjoying the readings, please hit the sub button, hit the notification button, the like button, and I will see you guys tomorrow.